Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
I must say totally awesome. Hopefully awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is... Beast machines.
Hot. 6. Too sexy.
1. That's right, everybody. Beast machines. We're back. We just got done recording. We couldn't do it live because YouTube likes to mess with us when we do it live. But we just got done recording our live reaction for Rise of the Beast trailer. Oh my god. We're going to have a whole video about it, so I don't want to get too into it. But let me just say, my god, it was amazing. I just realized I still have this hooked in. We don't need it. Ugh.
Okay, I was supposed to say, I hope that wire's loose.
But, yes, this is going back to Beast Wars, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I recap and rewatch the entire series of Beast Wars, the entire franchise of the Beasts.
Beasts themselves.
And we have reached the season 1 finale of Beast Machines. And what a ride it's been, let me tell you.
wild ride.
A lot to get into in this one. There's a lot of things that's happened since our last episode, which we normally do on Tuesdays. But today is Thursday. We normally do it at 8:30, but it is about 10:30. So we're running just a little bit behind, but that's okay. Yeah. But if you want to check us out live, you can always come back Tuesdays at 8:30. But, Maggie.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
My contacts are a little dry, but I'm ready.
Well, then
let's go back.
Better get ready because we're going back.
We're going back
to Beast Wars.
Smallville.
To Beast Wars. Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
Technically, it's Beast Machines.
Beast Machine.
Hey, it's me, Rat Trap, and you're watching Hopefully Awesome. It's me, Joey. Hey, I'm Joey, and I'm here to tell you put down your trap cards because it's time to watch Hopefully Awesome.
We can meet Joey at the Smoky Mountain Con.
when we gonna just bite the bullet and do going back to Yu-Gi-Oh? When's that gonna happen?
Oh no, Matt, there's too much to that.
I'll lay down my trap card and we'll talk about it later.
Oh god.
What?
It's just so bad how they dubbed it.
Hey, Yug!
Hey, you!
You want a hot dog? All right.
Hey, you! Give me some of your cards.
We gotta get moving because it's too late. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Go to view. Go to view. Go to view.
I'm so sleepy. Man, did you see they named the cast of the animated?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be killer.
It's going to be beautiful.
Chris Hemsworth.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence fucking Fishburne. Like, they're going for it. All right. This episode, season 1, episode 10. Survivor, I'm undefeated. I'm on surviving. Keep on surviving. Survivor.
Surviving.
I'm doing what I always do, Kate. Surviving. Episode 10 overall in Beast Wars. Episode 62 overall in the Beast franchise. Original air date was November 27th, 1999. Written by... Did I not copy that over? I swear to God I did. But it is not here. Maggie?
What?
Vamp.
Matt's got to find out who wrote this episode.
This episode brought to you by
Yug.
You gay.
This is a new
you. Boo, boo, boo. You. I hate us.
Dr. Sorcerer. Oh.
Watch me shake that Tootsie Roll to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Brian Chandler Reeves wrote this episode. And his previous episodes include Revelations Part 1, Discovery, and this episode. And then it was directed by Dennis Heaton. Dennis Heaton. Previous episodes include...
He's heating it up.
Just this one. This is his first episode.
He's heating up his lunch in the microwave.
He's heating it up. He's heating up. All right, Maggie. You ready to talk about Survivor?
Surviving. Yeah.
Now, of course, when we last left the Beast Wars, the Beast Machines,
we
found out Tankor was actually Rhinox in disguise.
Boo.
He's Rhinox.
Get out of here.
Rhinox in disguise.
Traitor.
Rhinox will be the one to be the Tankor. He's the very, very best.
Soundwave now.
His name is Rhinox.
Slug.
So we found out Rhinox is here, and he... I'm really trying really hard to get this. And
he is a bad guy.
That's right. He's Tankor.
Does
this not go like this? I really thought I had this. And apparently I do not.
Every time I think I have Starscream down pat, and it's done.
Oh, wait. Maybe that's what you got to do. No. I don't know. Okay. So... we begin this episode in the Council Citadel. Megatron rages at yet another setback and purging his organic form. He changes to dragon mode and unleashes a fireball at the diagnostic drone, who suggests an easier method would be to simply transplant Megatron's spark to a new body, much like Robo Rita.
Yeah. They copied that.
No, they didn't.
No, I don't mean Beast Machines. I mean Power Rangers.
No, that's what I'm saying. They didn't, though. Because Megatron doesn't do it. He's not keen on leaving his spark unprotected. Not even for a millicycle. So the drone suggests another course of action. The Maximal Night Scream. Your rat buddy's a piece of fucking shit. Can we go to Hot Topic? He's got to be, he's like, my impression is like he's a little bit Cheetor and a little bit rock and roll.
Come on.
Rhinox isn't my friend.
Rhinox isn't my friend.
No.
I'm going to go to Hot Topic and buy eyeliner. Brock.
So if they could capture him, study the process, and reverse it. Oh, wait, it seems to have scanned an organic body. So if they could capture him, study the process, and reverse it, Megatron orders his Viacon generals to take the diagnostic drone to the catacombs and capture Night Scream. Optimus, Primal, and Rat Trap are trying to help Night Scream unlock his memories. To their surprise, they find the young Maximal has a built-in DNA scanner, to which he responds that everyone junked the stasis pods in favor of inbuilt scanners in the quantum cycle upgrade. And Rat Trap mentions that they'd been off planet fighting in the Beast Wars, so they'd kind of missed out on it. And Night Scream resoundingly mocks them for losing said Beast Wars and is reminded that the Maximals lost friends during it, as Optimus stresses the importance of finding out where Night Scream scanned organic DNA on Cybertron. Rat Trap drops a seed from the tree they found earlier into his hand. Cheetor reminds Primal of what happened the last time they fruit from that tree, but Optimus merely says that the seed of the Oracle is what the Oracle was referring to when it mentioned the seeds of the future. The seeds of the future lie buried in the past. The past. The past.
The past.
The Oracle. You guys want some candy? The Maximals return to the chamber where they originally found the tree, only to discover it's been sealed off. Night Scream begins to use a sonic attack to break through. Unfortunately, the Soundwaves gain the attention of Diagnostic Drone, and the Viacons interrupt Night Scream before the barrier is breached. Thrust buries his peanut. No, Optimus buries Optimus beneath some rubble, while Black Arachnia immobilizes Jetstorm in a web and then confronts Thrust. The pair freeze, waiting to see who will make the first move until a recovered Jetstorm fires on Black Arachnia. Bingo! The other three Maximals are reluctantly fighting Tankor with the knowledge he contains Rhinox's spark until he blasts them all. Slag you, Optimus Primal, piece of fucking shit.
Hey.
I'm a Nazi now.
What, man?
My name's Tankor. I'm a Nazi.
Screw you, man. You can stay over there.
We miss Rhinox. All right. Listen, I think you almost got it. I don't think it. No. So his feet are these feet.
Like, well, I'm confused.
His feet are these.
So does his legs pop off?
No, it's like that.
Oh, okay.
But that looks backwards, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. That's what's bothering me.
Wait, maybe it's like
an Rubik's Cube.
Maybe it's like wait, there it is. I found it. Here it is. Look at this. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Matt.
All right. So while I put this rhino's butt back on, we'll keep talking about Tankor being a fucking Nazi. What the fuck, man? Like,
Nazi, bro.
I haven't felt this slagged since Captain America was a Nazi for a minute. You remember that? Anyway, there we go. Hey,
Hail Hydra.
check out this Rhinox transformer. All right, it's pretty cheap. It's for Rise of the Beast. You can actually get this using our affiliate link in the description of this video. So go do that. It's pretty awesome. And also this Bumblebee is pretty cool too.
Yeah. I like his wheels.
Yeah, his wheels are actually really good. I like that they actually turn. But Thrust and Tankor, and then the Maximals recover to find Starscream is gone. Elsewhere in the catacombs, their friend is being spirited away by the Viacons. The diagnostic drone observes that the regeneration chamber they've put in Starscream and doesn't seem to be doing anything for him. The chamber is open, and the young Maximal transforms, much to the fascination of the drone, who says that his technorganic body is repairing itself, and that they will be able to use the same process to purge Megatron's beast form. The drone closes itself in the regeneration chamber with Starscream, who promises to tell the secret of his ability, and then unleashes a sonic attack at point-blank range. Thrust and Jetstorm pursue the boy, while Tankor digs out the diagnostic drone. Starscream manages to lose the two Viacons with some fancy flying. I'm a bat. Tankor digs out the drone, but hides it under some rubble as the other four Maximals pass, searching for their friends. He again pulls out the diagnostic drone, who is surprised at Tankor's change of personality. Tankor explains that his time as both a Maximal and a Viacon have given him a greater perspective, and though Megatron's plan has merit, it has one problem: Megatron himself. Tankor intends to personally become ruler of Cybertron. You slagging piece of slag.
Oh, slag.
The diagnostic drone says it's programmed to serve only Megatron, and so Tankor begins the reprogramming. Meanwhile, Starscream has reached a dead end with Jetstorm and Thrust, once again closing in behind him. He uses Sonic Attack to escape through a tunnel, and the two Viacons are cut off by the other four Maximals. Optimus pursues Starscream while Rat Trap, Cheetor, and Black Arachnia fight the Viacons, swiftly defeating them. Black Arachnia hesitates in slagging Thrust, which give the Viacons ample recovery time to take off after Optimus and Starscream.
Starscream.
Tankor completes his reprogramming job and gives the new loyal servant the task.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hearing something. Like I thought I heard like us. Maybe, I don't know. I think I just lost my brain. Tankor completes the reprogramming and gives his new loyal servant the task of tracking down a particular energy signature. Energy. Elsewhere, Starscream finds himself in a cave staring at the skeleton of a bat. Optimus arrives as the young Maximal realizes that the fossil is picked up by the DNA scanners, allowing him to reformat into his bat mode and survive Megatron's purge. While he's still wrought over why he survived and no one else, Jetstorm and Thrust pop up in time to be blasted by his sonic cry. The blast reveals more bones, and Optimus realizes that Cybertron once had organic life. That's right. Starscream angst that if he hadn't been so self-absorbed, perhaps he could have saved other Transformers.
Yeah.
Optimus commiserates, and they plant the seed Rat Trap found. I will plant my seed in you.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
Back at the Citadel, the diagnostic drone can give no excuse of yet another failed purge and suggests the problem is Megatron himself. After the drone is dismissed, it contacts Tankor to report Tankor. Tankor thanks the drone for accurate information on the energy signature he found is the Oracle.
Aww.
That's right.
She's gonna give me candy.
You guys want some candy?
She's gonna give me candy.
So that is where we leave this episode. But before we go to the next episode, let me tell you about a word from our sponsors. Hey, everybody.
Oh, it's a lot.
It's Matt. It's Matt here.
It's Matt.
I'm here to tell you about the patreon.com/hopefully awesome. That's right. You can head over there and get the exclusive content. I'm totally lost right now. We got exclusive content. All right. We've got the monthly movie commentary. We got Matt plus Maggie. There it is. We also got Hopefully Awesome Anime. This month we're talking about Your Name. And we also have Hopefully Awesome Comics. We're reading Power Rangers Shattered Grid. And you can get that exclusively as well as ad-free over at patreon.com/hopefully awesome.
Slag. Hopefully awesome.
But now we return you back to going back to Beast Wars. Boom. We're back.
We're back, baby.
All right, everybody. Here we go. We're moving into the next episode, which is Season 1, Episode 11, The Key.
Are you the key master?
This is... No, what?
Are you the key master?
Oh, you're doing Ghostbusters. I'm the key. Overall... Nope. Season 1, Episode 11, The Key. Episode 11 overall in Beast Machines. Episode 63 overall in the Beast Saga. Original air date was December 4th, 1999. Written by Marv Wolfman. Once again, talking about Marv Wolfman, of course, known for his work on the new Teen Titans and Crisis on Infinite Earths, among many, many other things. His writing in the Transformers universe includes... for the original Transformers cartoon, The Return of Optimus Prime, parts 1 and 2, he wrote the episode The Probe with Beast during Beast Wars. And for Beast Machines, he created the original story outline, except for the mystical stuff. And he also wrote the episodes Fires of the Past, Revelations Part 2, Descent, and The Key, which is the one we're talking about right now. Directed by Sean Osborne. Previous episodes from Beast Wars include Transmutate. I don't know. Friend. Hurt. I am
here.
Friend.
I am always here.
Oh,
Elliot.
Me.
Elliot.
All right.
Be good. Elliot.
This is his only episode of Beast Machines. So, here we go. Sorry, there was like weird something pasted in here. Tankor has returned to the Chamber of the Oracle. This time with the diagnostic drone in tow. He disables a holographic inferno, revealing the Oracle. Tankor waxes expository on the ancient Autobot data tracks that tell of the spheroid computer Vector Sigma, which he believes to be one and the same as the Oracle. More vital to Tankor's ambitions, however, is the legendary key to Vector Sigma, said to hold the power to turn organics into technomatter slag. Providing his tank body to be surprisingly spry, Tankor leaps into the air to enter the Oracle, only to be summarily and violently rejected as lacking a receptive spark. Still, determined Tankor gambles that where he failed, an entirely sparkless drone will succeed, and wins. The drone emerges safely from beyond comprehension, bearing codes that materialize to form the key of Vector Sigma. That's right. Tankor begins plotting a field test of its powers. Deep underground in the fossil chamber, Starscream attempts to communicating with the extinct and is interrupted by the siren call of hard labor, drilling for water. Hey, you Matt, you gonna come out here and help us drill or what? We got a sewage problem. Hey,
Why we gotta help you?
Hey, Spider-Man, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
In New York.
Do a backflip. Hey,
Brooklyn.
What are we like in a dork convention? Hey,
Queens.
Cheetor and Optimus Primal butt heads over the relative futility of well digging versus a direct assault on an apparently complacent Megatron. Optimus proves to be justified as the drill successfully penetrates
Boink.
an underground reservoir, not of water, but a mysterious green goop.
Ooh.
Boink. That
That's what she said.
flooding the nascent orchard. The freshly planted seed sprouts instantly into full-grown plants. Optimus reflects on the Oracle's prophecy that the plant's organic core would revive organic life on Cybertron. However, the arrival of an aggressive Tankor swiftly overshadows the newfound source of hope. Tankor slag! Tankor disillusions Optimus Primal regarding the mythical nature of the key with a demonstration. The conversion of the entire orchard into blue techno matter. A second shot in the mouth from the key aimed at an unflinching Optimus strikes a heroically suicidal Starscream instead, reverting him to his beast mode. Starscream shivers in pain as his techno-organic body evidently fights the conversion process, which appears to be contagious. Starscream shivers some more, and Tankor gloating himself into a frenzy. Tankor prepares to fire a third shot in the mouth from the key, only to grow increasingly distressed as he instead overloads and collapses. A posse of tank drones led by the diagnostic drone barge into the cave to drag Tankor's body away to safety.
How about them beans?
Starscream's demeanor grows increasingly erratic, forcing Black Arachnia to confine him into a web cocoon, which itself becomes technomatter on contact. Noticing one of the plants has turned green again, Black Arachnia drops him into the pool of organic goop, which eases his pain but proves too small in volume to be more than a temporary treatment for the disease. For a cure, they will require much, much more. Optimus Primal orders Rat Trap to track Tankor remotely, but Cheetor countermands that with a demand to repair the drill to excavate more goo. Yeah. Both orders prove fruitless as both Tankor's energy signature and his spark are unreachable, and the drill is beyond repair. Cheetor suggests usurping one of Megatron's own mole drones to drill to the organic core. Yeah. What do you think about the organic core, Maggie?
The organic core. It's the core of everything.
It's a core. It's a
core. Yeah. Apple core.
Baltimore.
It's got apple seeds in it.
Baltimore. Who's your friend? Me.
Lizzo.
All right. Megatron queries the diagnostic drone on the events surrounding Tankor's ultimate untimely demise, and the drone begins analyzing the fallen general's head. Optimus, Cheetor, and Rat Trap track a mole on the surface to its home warehouse, only to run afoul of a fleet of cycle drones, which they dispatch with some strategic application of running away. Megatron observes all this from his headquarters and shows off the upgraded buildings of Cybertropolis, now fully mobile, airborne, and firmly under Megatron's personal control. Yes. Escaping the narrowing alleyway between skyscrapers, Optimus leaps through and shatters one of Megatron's massive display screens to land inside the mole's warehouse. The others follow suit. Once again, Rat Trap finds himself in the middle of one of Cheetor and Optimus Primal's arguments by proxy. Cheetor advocates taking control of a single mole for escape, and Optimus wants control of the entire flight-capable warehouse. Back in the fossil cave, Black Arachnia offers a thermos of goo to an increasingly mentally unstable Starscream, who flies into a rage and attacks her. Her attempts to capture him and evade his touch both fail, and she finds herself infected by the technomatter.
What?
Oh, God, you fucking bat. I was trying to do Black
That's still
Arachne.
me.
I was trying to do a Black Arachne impression. I'm trying to get you to do a Black Arachne impression.
What do you want me to say?
You fucking bat.
You freaking bat.
All right. The drone's warehouse is lifted off the ground, and falling support beams strike Cheetor unconscious while Optimus protects him from drone's artillery. Rat Trap interfaces with an actively resisting mole. Megatron begins tilting the warehouse on its side, letting Maximals, drones, and all fall hundreds of feet out of the sky.
Oh, God.
Rat Trap's appropriated drone somehow provides ample protection for them for the sudden stop as they hit the ground and begins drilling.
Oh.
The two surviving Viacon generals offer to pursue the enemy underground, but Megatron already has an agent within the Maximals' insights. The three find Black Arachne and Nightscream missing, but their plans to search for them are interrupted by the mole opening fire. Nightscream takes his opportune moment to sweep into the cave, Black Arachne riding him, both cackling insanely. Optimus bulldozes over Cheetor's knee-jerk objection and assaults the mole, while Rat Trap finds himself cornered by the infected Black Arachne. I'm telling you, all this sounds like a bunch of nonsense. I'm reading this and I'm like, none of this makes any sense.
My brain's like, what's going on?
Cheetor is likewise trapped by a falling fossil as Nightscream menaces him when an eruption of organic goo, we've all been there, am I right, fellas? Organic goo floods the orchard once again and showers all the Maximals, curing the technomatter affliction. Optimus emerges from the green geyser only to be once again the verbal target of a passive-aggressive Cheetor. Rat Trap, however, is fed up with him being used like a ball in a game of ping pong, and Cheetor finally spells out what's been on his mind. He demands respect, particularly after filling the team's leadership role during Optimus Primal's absence, communicating with the Oracle. Optimus points out that the team can't have two leaders, and Cheetor huffily concedes. Black Arachne forebodes that the conflict is far from over and some problems aren't that simple.
Yeah. Not simple.
A sextet of tank drones bear the lifeless chassis of Tankor to an unknown destination under the guidance of Diagnostic Drone, who summarily dismisses them. The drone addresses someone approaching just off screen, the true Tankor.
Oh.
Yeah, online and well. His plan has apparently worked perfectly. Both sides of the conflict now convinced of his destruction. Tankor's grasp has fallen Double's appendage, causing its elusive shell to flicker, revealing the green wireframes beneath. the thing pretending to be Tankor's body goes away. It was a hologram.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all they're trying to say. I don't know why the fuck they said it all that way. He saws through the arm and the whole body reverts to a green outline, vanishing completely when he removes the key from the hologram's grip. Tankor contemplates the power now firmly in the servos and reveals in holding sole possession of the key to a new Cybertron.
To Atlantis.
What'd you think of that episode?
The Lost City. I mean, that summary went a little bit buku, goku,
Yeah,
cuckoo, cuckoo.
a lot of words in that summary.
Yes. Oh gosh, I'm trying to get my thoughts.
Did you
together.
think Tankor was
trying
actually
so
dead?
hard.
Did you think Tankor was actually dead?
Dead?
Yeah. At
I
any
did.
point.
I did.
Really? You thought
Yeah.
that was it? He's done.
That he's
Rhinox
just
is
gone.
out.
He's gone.
Wow. Okay.
I really
Moving
did.
on.
I'm not pulling your leg. I really did.
I mean, I think I did too the first time I watched it. Season 1, episode 12, The Catalyst. Episode 12 overall in Beast Machines, episode 64 overall in the Beast Saga. Original air date was December 11th, 1999. It's on you, Maggie.
No, sorry.
You're fine.
I was supposed to say, give me the screen. I can read.
I just need a second.
I can read.
Written by Robert N. Skur and Marty Osberg. Previous episodes in Beast Machines include The Reformatting, Master of the House, The Catalyst, and Fallout. This episode is directed by Steve Sachs, whose previous episodes in Beast Wars include Coming of the Fusors Part 1, Bad Spark, Optimal Situation, Changing of the Guard, Feral Scream Part 2, Master Blaster, and the series finale, Nemesis Part 2. Beast Machines episodes include Master of the House and The Catalyst. Yeah, which is this episode. So, the Maximals have set up a system. Now, this is the one episode that's really good this week.
Okay.
This is the one that brings back a few old friends. The Maximals have set up a system to keep their orchard supply with the organic goop provided by Cybertron and are holding a memorial service for Rhinox, unaware that they're being spied on by Tankor, who is also Rhinox. Tankor is also spying on Megatron, who asked Jetstorm and Thrust what happened to the third of his Viacon generals prior to his apparent death. The diagnostic drone informs Megatron about the discovery of the key of Vector Sigma and Tankor's subsequent overloading while using it. The drone suggests attaching copies of the key to the drones and using them to purge Cybertron of all organic matter. When Megatron asks what it'll do to his beast mode, the drone says it will be eliminated, and it inadvertently begins to repeat Tankor's ramblings about how it will also drive Megatron mad before covering his blunder. Although suspicious, Megatron orders the key to be attached to Arrow and Cycle drones and tested on a Maximal, much to Tankor's annoyance. Rat Trap uses the ancient computers to run a planet-wide search for more organic goop, but is interrupted by Black Arachnia, who needs the goo herself to try to turn Thrust back into Silverbolt. Rat Trap reluctantly lets her take the sample. Meanwhile, the diagnostic drone is taking Jetstorm and Thrust on a wild goose chase on Tankor's orders. Tankor intends to give Megatron a change of heart. Rat Trap has had some measure of success turning up a catalyst program. He returns to the orchard where the catalyst dramatically increases the plant growth, and he's carried into the air by the vines. Optimus, Primal, Starscream, and Cheetor turn up to rescue him from the clutches of the plant life. Black Arachnia locates the searching Viacons and attacks, seizing Thrust and carrying him off. The aerodrones zap her web line with the keys while carrying, and she's forced to detach, falling to the ground. Optimus tells Rat Trap to try his experiments on a small scale next time, but the other Maximals think he's wrong and that the fast-growing vines would be a great weapon against Megatron. Optimus goes to commune with the Oracle while the others clear up. Up in the city, Black Arachnia knocks out Jetstorm and the diagnostic drone before leading Thrust to a more secluded location where she traps him in a web. Okay. Maggie's going to take a step out for a second. But this is the one part, though. This is the one part where somebody comes back. I think you want to be here for that. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Up in the city, Black Arachnia knocks out Jetstorm and the diagnostic drone before leading Thrust to a more secluded location where she traps him in a web. Dosed with goo, Thrust reverts to his old personality, which was...
You thought I was Donkey Bot.
Donkey Bot not here. Waspinator's here.
What?
Chicks love loner bot bot.
I'm trying to get my voice.
Waspinator explains that he got bored on prehistoric Earth and flew back to Cybertron, which, at least according to him, took forever.
And also, he says he got bored. They actually kicked him off the planet.
Like, we're gonna talk about this in a minute. Like, we're not gonna talk about it at this second, but like, I mean, like, he had to stay on Earth for like
a while,
thousands of years at the very least.
Yeah.
Before like they got space travel.
Yeah. And
then I guess he was maybe launched. Like, maybe. I mean, this dude's lived forever at this point. You know.
Long
crazy.
Live Waspinator.
But that's not where we end, because Black Arachnia is more than a little disappointed that he's not Silverbolt, but they're interrupted by Jetstorm, who knocks the container of goo from Black Arachnia's hand and is dosed with it, and Jetstorm's old personality comes out, and it is, in fact, Silverbolt. He's back, everybody.
Oh, my love.
My darling. Oh, sweet black death of my soul.
There's only one person that could say something so cheesy, and I love it. It's Silverbolt.
There it is. All right, you can go do whatever you gotta do. Up in the city, we've already covered that. Rat Trap admits to Cheetor and Starscream that the spider's up to what the spider's up to. Starscream volunteers to get Optimus, but Cheetor has other plans. Optimus, meanwhile, is having problems accessing the Oracle. Silverbolt and Waspinator fight over Black Arachnia, but they're interrupted by the arrival of Arrow and Cycle drones, which neither Viacon realizes that they can control. The power of the keys eliminate the goo, reverting Thrust and Jetstorm to their normal selves, and they order the drones to close in. Fortunately, the other three Maximals burst in riding a great giant vine and pick up Black Arachnia, whisking her away to safety. Diagnostic drone reports failure to Megatron, but he's been monitoring the situation away. The drones zap the huge vine with their keys, changing it into technomatter. The Maximals leap off before they're infected, but Rat announces that they have to sever the vines to stop the infection spreading to the orchard. Oh my god. And Cybertron's organic core, they race alongside the vine, chasing the infection until it reaches the orchard. Optimus spots the problem and frantically begins breaking vines. He succeeds and rounds on Cheetor for disobeying orders before informing him that he believes the Oracle has been tampered with.
I'm back, baby.
She's back. Tankor, though, through the diagnostic drone, convinces Megatron to load the key into all the tank drones and muses to himself that it's all thanks to the Catalyst program he let Rat Trap fund. Tankor he's the master. He's a puppet master.
Yeah.
The puppet master. And now we reach the season 1 finale. We finally made it. God, we're here. Finally. Here we go. Season 1, episode 13. End of the line.
End of the line.
All right. Episode 13 overall in Beast Machines. Episode 65 overall. We've watched 65 episodes of the Beast franchise. Original air date was December 18th, 1999. The next episode, okay, the continuation of this, would not air in Canada until February 9th and would not air until August 5th in the US.
Good God.
Yeah. So when I watched this and like it just stopped and like they kind of just took it off, like they didn't keep replaying it or anything. And I thought it was just done.
Dead.
Yeah. And
It
then
died.
come August, they were like, oh, hey, here's a new Beast Machines.
Brand new season of Beast
and they'd
Machines.
show like 4 episodes, and then they wouldn't show any for like 4 months, and then they'd show another episode, and like it's no wonder I couldn't keep up with this thing. Anyway, this was written by Stephen Melching, whose previous episodes from Beast Machines include Forbidden Fruit, Revelations Part 3, Apocalypse, and End of the Line. Directed by Mark Sawyer's only episode. This is the only episode.
Maybe it's just testing the waters.
Could be. Cheetor and Rat Trap hack into Megatron's central computer looking for clues to who has tampered with the Oracle, but turn up nothing. Finally, just as Rat Trap is about to find something, they're chased off by tank drones and soon find themselves surrounded. Rat Trap throws some bombs which cover the tanks in vines, disabling them and the 2 Maximals Scarper. Scarper. Yeah, there's a lot of words in this that I think are just made up. Meanwhile, the diagnostic drone... I'm being real. There's a lot of these words I'm saying. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a real word.
I have to say that every day, I think.
There you go.
So
Meanwhile, the diagnostic drone reports the key to Vector Sigma has been downloaded to all the tank drones. Tankor is pleased until he tries to command the drones and discovers he no longer has control of them. He realizes instead he will need to get Megatron to deploy them. Optimus Primal has another vision from the Oracle which tells him he must undertake his final journey. As he's telling Black Arachnia and Starscream that he knows how to defeat Megatron, the other 2 Maximals arrive to report that Megatron has loaded the key program into the tank drones. The diagnostic drone disengages from the Oracle, reporting that he just created a counterfeit vision. Tankor monitors the Maximals who are strolling through the city in robot mode. They reach a dead end and turn back, but Optimus's eyes glow and a pair of huge doors open. They hide an elevator downwards to the plasma energy chamber. Optimus believes he can now control this. As he speaks, a mole drone appears and he orders the Maximals into beast mode before unleashing a bolt of energy from the chamber which vaporizes the drone. He explains to the amazed Maximals that plasma energy will overload any electrical mechanical system. He plans to shut down everything technological on the entire planet. Cheetor tries to talk Optimus out of global Armageddon. Optimus shuts down the chamber and listens to Cheetor's alternate plan. Use the seed grenades to keep the tank drones busy while Rat Trap searches for a way to disable the keys. Tankor is pleased that Optimus has found the plasma energy chamber, knowing that Optimus would never use it, but knowing that Megatron could never take that chance. Indeed, Megatron is very annoyed when he's told the discovery of the diagnostic drone, who suggests the key weapon may be deployed before Optimus has a chance to use the chamber. The tank drones are deployed around a huge structure which rises from the surface of Cybertron and are promptly attacked by the Maximals, throwing them into disarray. Megatron orders for the Maximals' total destruction. Rat Trap hacks into Megatron's computer again, only to find Tankor waiting to blast him. While Rat Trap disabled, Tankor uses his link with the diagnostic drone to get Megatron to fire the key weapon. Megatron doesn't believe that Optimus would ever use the plasma energy chamber and becomes more suspicious of the drone and disables it. Tankor rages that he will not be denied and leaves Rat Trap's twitching technomatter self, calling out to Optimus for help. Hey, Optimus, help! I'm blue! Dabba-dee, dabba-da! Optimus rushes into the Council's citadel to confront Megatron. The pair fight, and Megatron shows on the monitors the other Maximals being transformed into technomatter. Optimus argues that it is the will of the Matrix that the organic prevail, and Megatron transforms into beast mode in rage. As they wrestle, Optimus attempts to reformat his opponent, but Tankor arrives in time to zap Optimus into technomatter. Tankor tries to zap Megatron as well, but is stopped by a secret failsafe that Megatron had programmed into him, then captured by power bonds. Megatron transforms and thanks Tankor for his help in handing him the victory. As Megatron gloats over Optimus, the Maximal sends a mental command to open the plasma energy chamber. The unleashed plasma energy begins ripping through Cybertron, and Megatron commands his tank drones to fire the key weapon. The conflicting energies create a maelstrom swirling across the planet. Optimus Primal's hand disintegrates before his eyes.
What?
To be continued.
He's being dusted. I said that really loud. I'm sorry.
Like Thanos?
Yeah.
Thanos dusted?
Yeah, Thanos
It's
dusted.
true. That's the thumbnail for this episode coming from that. Yeah. So yeah, they both had the same powers basically. Yeah. And and then they used them at the same time. So Megatron's power can turn everything into technorganic material. Yeah. And Optimus's power will destroy anything that's technorganic. Or not technorganic, but
pretty much that.
Not organic.
No.
Like it's technorganic is what they are because they're part techno, part organic. So just turns them into technology, I guess.
Technology.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah. And so from where they're both shooting their load on each other, it just goes everywhere. What? That's what it is.
Why you gotta put it that way, man?
It's time for the countdown to Beasts. 6 weeks until the Beast rise.
Holy crap,
6 weeks. We just watched the new trailer. We've got a trailer reaction coming out. You need to watch it. My God, this just looks so good. I'm like sick, man. God, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it. Now let's I'm sorry, this has been the countdown to Beasts. All right, let's get into war. What is it good for?
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. War!
All right. So this is how the war has progressed. First off, Rhinox becomes a third power in play during the conflict, wanting to do everything Megatron is doing, but also wants to destroy Megatron as well. Rhinox uncovers the key to Vector Sigma, which turns anything into metal, which Megatron has control over. Meanwhile, Optimus gains access to the plasma energy chamber, which has the opposite power of destroying anything that is not organic. Both Megatron and Optimus use their world-ending powers, and Cybertron is thrown into complete chaos. The war might be over for good, but only because everyone has lost. So, there you go. That's where we are.
That's where we are.
So now, let's talk about everybody that showed up. Right. Yeah.
People.
On the Maximal side, we've got Silverbolt, showing up for the first time. Like we saw him in a memory, but this is technically the
he's
first
actually
time we've seen him.
speaking and stuff.
Then on the Predacon side, we got Waspinator. And then on the other side, we got Chalk and Una make their only appearance of this series.
Chalk and Una.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the humanoids.
Yeah.
I was like, who are you talking
Chalk
about?
and Una, they're here, everybody.
God.
They're here.
They're here.
You know, you would have thought we're not ever going to see them ever again.
Would have thought
And
that.
yet, here they were. Here they were. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. You know what else is beautiful? When people die. Because we're going to remember all those who died in this episode. Rhinox died, but not really.
Oh, well, yeah. Whoops.
And then
Take it back.
maybe everyone. That's it. Now let's get into the best quotes from this week.
Well, that's just prime.
You know they could still hear you.
I know. That's why I made that sound, because it sounded like you would. It seemed like something he would do with there.
Oh. All right. In episode 10, Rat Trap says, "Yeah, you tend to be a little out of the loop when you're on a distant planet fighting the Beast Wars." And Night Scream says, "And you did a fine job winning it. Oh, I forgot. You fumbled the ball at the very last nano click."
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Fuck you, not Scream, you piece of shit. All right. Episode 11, Rhinox says, "You're a fool, Optimus Primal. You, the Maximals, and even Megatron himself are destined for failure. All organics will fall before me, Tankor Slag."
Tankor knows.
All right, here we go. This is a lot. All right,
God.
ready?
Oh God. Well, who
Episode
is it?
12, Waspinator. Flashy bots worship Waspinator day in and day out. Waspinator born. Fleshy bots beg Waspinator not go, but Waspinator misses Cybertron. Took forever, but way worth it. Now Waspinator cold biker bot. Hardly ever get blown up, and chick bots dig birding loner belt. Black Arachnia says, there we go.
Silver bolt.
You mean I risk everything to save this scrap heap? You!
That means Spiderbot not go steady with Waspinator?
No!
Black Arachnia, oh dark poison of my heart. That's it. That's the whole thing. What a great scene. I love that scene.
That was sweet.
That's one of my favorites. Like, God, it's just so good seeing all of them come back. All right, episode 13, Megatron. Yes. You can't destroy me. It's hardwired into your programming. Did you think I would grant you a spark and not protect myself from your treachery? You've been the perfect pawn all along, your independent mind weaving webs of deceit that I would never have conceived. Yes, I must thank you. If I had never let you roam free, I never would have obtained the key to victory. Optimus says, "I still control the plasma chamber." And Megatron says, "An empty threat, my dear Optimus. You've always lacked the machine-like clarity to do what is logical and necessary to win. Optimus, not this time.
Let them come.
Let the fates fall where they may." And then everybody fades away. That's it. You're welcome. Was that good? Was that
Yeah. That's fading away.
good? Good job. Now let's talk about the treacherous actions that happened this week. In episode 10, Rhinox turns against Megatron and hacks the diagnostic drone.
Yeah.
In episode 11, Rhinox fakes his own death. Is it okay that I'm calling him Rhinox?
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, obviously you know that I'm talking about Tankor. But I mean, like, he's Rhinox now.
I like Rhinox's name better than Tankor's.
Yeah. Tankor smash!
You talk like me. I'm Grimlock. And my voice keeps changing.
All right, let's get into... Actually, we're in our final segment. So, Transformers references part of a bigger world. You just don't know it
You become
yet.
part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet. Starscream notes in episode 10 that Maximal Society has evolved since Optimus's crew left the planet. Notably, stasis pods, a major component of the Beast Wars, have been rendered obsolete, and DNA scanners have been directly integrated into Cybertronians.
Wow.
When Starscream chastises the Maximals for losing the Beast Wars, Rat Trap angrily replies, "You watch your mouth, Junior. I lost friends in that war." This is most likely a reference to Dinobot and, to lesser degrees, Death Charge, Tigatron, and Airazor as well. Oh, as well as Tigerhawk, the combined form of the latter two.
Yeah.
Cheetor and Optimus bring up the mysterious tree that the Maximals visited in the episode Forbidden Fruit and the strange effects it had on them. Rat Trap is carrying around a seed from said tree in his toolkit. On his last visit to Starscream's old hiding place, he was seen tucking one of the fruits away for later use. That's where it came from. When Jetstorm ambushes the Maximals, he taunts them by sneering, "Honey, I'm home." This is a repeating line from the 50s sitcom I Love Lucy. When Starscream escapes, he remarks that how he can't return to the others because he'll lead the Viacons right to them. He then laments about how he'll be all alone again naturally, a line from the song of the same name by Gilbert O'Sullivan. As Black Arachnia tangles with Jetstorm, she paraphrases the opening stanza of The Spider and the Fly. Rhinox's description of Megatron's reign evokes imagery of Nazi propaganda.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Episode 11,
Wow.
Rhinox mockingly calls Optimus old friend. In Beast Wars, Optimus is good-naturedly called Rhinox old friend.
Yeah.
As of the end of this episode, Tankor has established his own base of operations at the underground amphitheater that, up until the last episode, the Maximals previously had used as their own base since Fires of the Past.
Oh.
The Oracle is revealed to be a shell program surrounding the original Vector Sigma supercomputer, a character that made several appearances in the original Gen 1 cartoon. Yeah, Vector Sigma is a character.
Sounds like a frat to me.
So, like, okay, so the Oracle this whole time, in this whole series, the Oracle has just been a program the Vector Sigma was running.
I guess.
That seems weird.
Seems
seems
like that
like-
doesn't work out well.
It seems like Optimus is just dumb a little bit. A little bit. Let's see here. Naturally, this means that the titular key is none other than the key to Vector Sigma, which was an important plot device during the Generation 1 cartoon, appearing in 2 episodes of the same name. Its properties aren't quite the same as they were in the original cartoon, however. The key to Vector Sigma was an ancient device that was connected to Vector Sigma and allowed a Transformer to activate the ancient intelligence. It appeared as a small remote with an overdeveloped power circuit and had the ability to control the robotic Centaurian droids that remained in the lower levels of Cybertron and defended Vector Sigma. By the 20th century, the key was present in the hands of Alpha Trion on Cybertron until his home was attacked by the Decepticons, who gave the key to Megatron in his quest to imbue 5 cars with intelligence. Megatron would face some resistance from the Guardians below, but learned that the key could reprogram them. He would activate Vector Sigma and give life to the Stunticons, I think, yeah. When he returned to Earth, Shockwave informed him that the key possessed a different power on Earth, which was capable of destroying it. Megatron accidentally learned while studying the key that it was capable of transforming matter into metal,
which is what we see in this. He began the process of transforming Earth into another Cybertron, but was defeated by the Autobots. Silverbolt, the original Silverbolt, would later destroy the key after he forced Megatron to drop it, which reversed its effects on Earth. So there's a little history of the key to Vector Sigma. The decoy body that Tankor used to fake his death is later revealed to be a hologram, which disappears when Tankor retrieves the key. Oddly enough, the decoy's shoulder cannon seems solid enough to be cut through by Tankor's saw and also solid enough to physically hold the key. It's not clear why Tankor used a hologram instead of one of his nearly identical tank drones. There it is. In episode 12...
You wanted to be fancy.
I guess. In episode 12, Cheetor brings up the fruit from Forbidden Fruit as an example of when Optimus misinterpreted the will of the Oracle. Silverbolt and Waspinair's Beast Wars personalities emerge in this episode, albeit for a few minutes. This episode, ready for this?
Right.
Reunites all of the surviving Predacons of Beast Wars, not counting Megatron. Black Arachnia and Silverbolt originally started off as Predacons, but later aligned themselves with the Maximals during the series, and Waspinator quit in Nemesis Part 1. The remains of Quickstrike and Inferno can be briefly seen at the start of Waspinair's flashback, which harkens back to their fate at the very end of Nemesis Part 2.
Wow.
I did like that they really paid attention, you know.
Yeah.
Nightscream isn't keen on chasing Black Arachnia's Spark, again referring to the pursuit of her kidnapped Spark in the episode Apocalypse. From this point on, Thrust stops helping Black Arachnia, and she and the other Maximals show no interest in bringing him over. Admittedly, Waspinator has said he likes being Thrust, but it does seem like they're not intending to reformat him because he's annoying and was never on this side to begin with. Kind of harsh.
True.
When people had asked if Waspinator was coming back, Bob Skur had replied, Waspinator, when last seen, was king of the cave people. Why in that world would he want to leave there? What a sneaky man. Some fans have interpreted the flashback scene of Waspinator being forcibly evicted from the proto-human tribe via slingshot as the method by which he was, in fact, launched into space and made it back to Cybertron, and subsequently those fans have gotten angry over that because that is obviously not how that would work. You cannot slingshot someone into space.
Oh, come on.
No. So, I mean, this is what I was saying we're going to talk about a little bit. Obviously, Waspinator stayed on Earth for millennia, right? And then when the space program finally happened, I mean, he may have been there through the Great War and everything, you know?
Yeah.
And then somehow was able to launch back into space. And I mean, we're talking, this Waspinator has lived millions of lifetimes since we last saw him.
Yeah.
You know, like he didn't get the time travel. He had to live that entire
Yes.
time until he got back to now.
Yeah.
You know, it's insane. It's crazy. Because that's 300 years. Beast Wars was 300 years after the Great War.
Mhm.
And then we're some amount of time in the future past that because Megatron falls and then they arrive. And like enough time had to pass between those two events so that Megatron could take over Cybertron. So, I mean, this could be 350 years at the very least. And that's just from 1980. And, like, he's in, like, 65 million BC or something, you know?
Yeah,
So it's a whole fucking thing. In 2013, Bob Skur mentioned that he'd like to tell the story of Waspinator's voyage back to Cybertron, joking that Waspinator's odyssey must have been worthy of Homer. I'd watch it.
I'd watch it too.
And finally, in episode 13, it appears that Megatron remembered what happened the last time he reprogrammed Rhinox as evil way back in Beast Wars. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that? And apparently knew since Revelations Part 3 Apocalypse that Tankor has gone rogue. You didn't think Megatron would neglect to include a failsafe this time, did you? Rat Trap refers to Control-Alt-Delete. This episode contains one of the many deaths of Optimus Primal. In a rarity for Beast Machines, this episode features a sunset.
Ooh.
End of the Line premiered on the same day in English and in Japanese, just 5 years apart. The Plasma Energy Chamber first appeared in The Rebirth Part 1. All right, you ready for this?
Yes.
So we did the history of the Alpha Tron key or whatever. Here's the history of the Plasma Energy Chamber.
Okay.
Galvatron invades Autobot City and then Cybertron with a plan to destroy the Autobots forever. Optimus declares that the Headmasters and Target Masters are to become the guardians of Nebulos and to destroy the Hive's machines. I can be saying bleep blurb.
When this is done, Cerberus will become the guardian of Nebulos and live in peace. However, Scorponok survived the destruction, and it is obvious that Galvatron and Zarek do not see eye to eye. Galvatron plans to raid hundreds of worlds and destroy Cybertron, then conquer the universe, but Zarek doubts that Galvatron will be the ruler of the galaxy. As the would-be tyrants bicker, Nebulous stands free, while Cybertron begins a second golden age under the rule of Optimus Prime and the Autobots, the series finale of Transformers. It didn't really ever say anything about the plasma energy chamber.
No, it didn't.
Well, there you go. I guess that's
There you
how
have it,
that's how
folks.
Galvatron was planning to do it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now let's talk
Interesting.
about next time on Beast Wars.
Gadget next time.
All right, here we go, everybody. Next time we'll be watching 4 episodes.
Ooh.
Yes. We got Season 2, Episode 1, Fallout.
Ooh.
Episode 2, Savage Noble. Episode 3, Prometheus Unbound. And Episode 4, In Darkest Night, with a K. In Darkest Night. Yeah. In Brightest Day and
Darkest
Night.
Night.
It's actually Blackest Night.
Blackest.
Yeah. Darkest Night. Dark Knight is Batman.
Yeah.
And this
So
is
they had
Darkest Night with a K.
So, yeah.
It's maybe a Batman reference?
Maybe.
don't know. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you next time, everybody. Because this has been Going Back to Beast Wars, our weekly rewatch podcast where Maggie and I rewatch the entire Beast anthology of Transformers. We've got 3 episodes before we finish Beast Machines.
Okay.
And then that will leave us with, I think, 2 episodes before Rise of the Beast comes out.
Wow.
So I think the current line of thinking, and you all let us know what you think, is after we finish Beast Machines, we're going to watch the Michael Bay Transformers movie. And then after that, we're going to watch Bumblebee. And we'll talk about Bumblebee. And then the next week will be Rise of the Beast. It's going to be great. Man, I can't believe we're here. We
Me
are
either.
almost at the end. How do you think Beast Machines is going to wrap up? Do you think, like, what do you think is going to happen after this season 1 finale? Like, do you think the events in it matter?
They'll blow up.
Who?
Everybody.
All right, I like it.
Cybertron.
Cybertron just transforms and rolls out.
There's fireworks.
All right. What if it pulls out and it was all actually the dream of a duck?
I mean, I'd probably go get that duck
What
and
if
beat him up.
What if Chuck and Una are actually Spike and Daniel?
I'll leave them alone, Spike and Ding.
All right, everybody. That's going to wrap it up for us. Thanks for watching. And as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
maximize.
Terrorize.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
What?
I am transformed.
I am transformed.